Hey, welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. It's Monday, and as you can tell, it's Chiefs Red Monday. We're playing football tonight, so got to have our Chiefs stuff on. I am working football games as well, so this is a recording. Hopefully it posts at 4 o'clock like it's supposed to. I'm going to switch the camera around. So we made a card at my crop last weekend that I just loved. And so I wanted to share it with you. It's also using our amazing masks that are so cool. I just have to show you. So the mats come, there are 3 for one tree design, and then there's actually 2 on this sheet. So you get masks for 3 trees, and each tree has 3 masks. So I'm using my glass mat because, well, for several reasons. All right, so let's get started. I am going to use just some positional tape to hold my paper down because I don't want it sliding around. All right, so we'll tip the corners. All right, now I realized I forgot to grab my dry erase marker. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is ink up my tree, and I'm using Early Espresso. I want to do it over here at the side because I want to stamp something beside it after a bit. All right, we're going to concentrate on the tree first. So I've stamped my tree in Early Espresso. Now I'm going to take mask number 1, and one set of masks are 1, 2, 3. The others are A, B, C. What is cool is this is going to line up exactly with what I just stamped. All right, and if I had my dry erase marker, which I took to the crop, and now I don't see it here. Yeah, I know, I'm still unloading boxes. But there's a little V up here, so I can put an impression in that V so that every time I line my stamps up, I'm going to try. Let's hope I don't regret this. All right, so we're going to put my V right there so I can see it. All right, I am going to fill in my tree base with pecan pie. So I've got my blending brushes ready here. Matter of fact, I haven't cleaned them out yet. We also had class last week and we used this. Now you always want to kind of get your ink going on your glass mat. And what's neat about this is that I'm going to be able to come back and pull that ink and get more of it if I need it. So I can come back over. So when you're using paper, you waste that ink because it goes away. But if we put it on our glass mat, we can pick it up and use it again. All right. So there we go. There's number 1. The nice thing, take them to the sink and rinse them off. At the crop, I took a bowl and put some water in it, and that worked really well too. Mom and Kent helped me keep cleaning masks throughout the class. All right, so my V's right there. So I'm lining that V up again. Putting my tape down, and you can see it matches really well here. There's my other piece of tape. All right, now's when the fun really begins. So because this is a tree and I want it to be fall colors, I'm going to mix and match some wild wheat, some Cajun craze, some pumpkin pie, and maybe just a little bit of cherry cobbler. Now this mask, the second one, has the most open area. So you're going to get the most color from mask number 2. I'm going to go in here and color just a little bit up here. The fun thing is that you can add a little color, then you can come back and add some more if you decide you want a little bit more. New Cajun Craze. Somehow I lost my Cajun Craze ink pad and I had to buy a new one. Oop, I pulled my mask. Ooh. Okay. So there's a little bit of Cajun Craze. We're going to throw in a little wild wheat. It's kind of a yellowy color. and top it off with just a little bit of red. Ooh, that's a juicy one. All right, I want just a little more Cajun Craze, I think. Make it, I found that we liked it better if we made the colors just a little darker. I'm gonna add just a little more pumpkin pie. All right, you ready to look? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, goodness, I should have looked a little earlier. Sorry about that, guys. It's almost off the edge there. I've been stacking so much stuff on my desk that everything's been sliding around. All right, so for the last mask, I'm going to line up the V. This is mask number 3. And I'm going to use, I think, Cajun Craze. And this just adds a little more highlight. I didn't tape it down very good there. There we go. Just a little bit more. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? These dies are so fun. Now this one here takes a little bit more because you can blend all your colors. Now if you wanted to make this just a green tree, you could just use one color of green. That would work. But for fall, I like mixing the colors. I'm grabbing my chamois here. I'm going to wipe off this ink so I don't get ink where I don't want it. It was so nice to use a glass mat at class on Wednesday or Thursday last week, because then we could just wipe it off. All right, now I want to stamp in the pecan pie. I'm going to put a deer beside my tree. There we go. And I have a greeting that says, "No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart." I think I'll do that in Cajun Craze. Oh. Oh, kind of messed that up. There you go. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. Now I'm going to show you, this is wild wheat. I left these big so that if I had kind of an oops, I could trim it down just a little bit. And both of my trimmers are downstairs. Let's see here. I've got one more here. Let's trim this off just a little bit. This is a Stampin' Up! Trimmer that was part of a promotion a while back. Just a little bit off the edge here. Kind of had a little oops there anyway, so it's kind of nice to get that trimmed off. All right, there we go. All right, so this is some wild wheat. I'm going to layer it on. I didn't think that marking. Oh, I know why. I did 4, but I need 3 3/4. That's why that didn't seem quite right. All right, there we go. And that got rid of some more of that boo-boo. Aren't we glad when we can fix it very easily like that? All right, so I'm going to do that. And then I've got some Cajun Craze here. You can bling this up if you want to. When I do fall, I kind of like to leave just the colors as the highlight. So there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? This mask set is part of the Frosted Forest. You get this tree and the 2 evergreens, some beautiful sayings. Oh, I forgot my bird. We're going to put a bird on here. I guess I'll go with red. I had to laugh the first time I designed this card. I stamped the bird upside down, so it was like it was dive bombing everything, which fortunately I colored it in and it wasn't quite so obvious. So I'm going to grab my red pencil here, just add some color so my bird is filled in like everything else on the page. All right, so there you go. Again, this is part of the Frosted Forest. And there's dies to go with it. There are the masks to go with it. Look at the dies. Aren't they gorgeous? Amazing set. So hope you enjoyed this technique, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day and go Chiefs.